Hi Kyle, hi Jason. My name is Gurshan Singh. This is my cousin Arnav, and
Hello.
he's going to be helping me with this demonstration of this for this project. This is the first one. It's called a recorder. It works by this mouthpiece right here. You blow air into it from your mouth. You create an enclosure around the mouthpiece, and you blow into this windway, this narrow windway. This narrow windway then takes the air into a channel. So there's the tube at the bottom, and then there's a ramp at the top. The windway directly hits this ramp at the top, blowing air out of it and also creating a suction on the tube underneath. And that suction creates pressure within this tube and vibrates the air molecules within the tube and creates sound. When you don't cover it and you just blow out of it, the pitch is relatively low.
It's higher, actually. When you don't cover it, it gets higher, but when you cover it, it gets a bit lower.
When you don't cover it, it's higher. When you cover this hole right here, it gets lower. And if you don't cover it and you press all of the what are they called?
Keys. You could also say the holes, whatever you'd like to say.
Holes or keys, the pitch gets higher. And if you cover this, the pitch again gets lower relative to the whatever keys you pressed. And he's gonna demonstrate this.
Okay, so first we'll start with just touch nothing. We leave all the holes, even the back hole exposed for now, and just play. And now we'll cover the back hole to see the difference.
It's lower?
It's a bit lower. And say we do without covering anything and we play, let's do 3 notes first.
It's higher.
And now if I do it while covering it, the bottom one right here, as you can see, it goes lower.
Now play without any and blow as hard as you can.
And now nothing, not even the back one.
Yeah.
So now if we just blow as hard as we can, it's gonna sound like this.
Significantly louder. I can't hear it on my ear now. Damn. The thing we forgot to mention on the recorder is the reason that hole and the pressure in which you blow increase and decrease pressure or pitch is because when you don't cover that hole, it creates 2 channels for the air to escape in. Majority of it escapes through that hole, and because it's a smaller hole, there's more pressure exerted on it, increases the vibrations and makes the pitch higher. Okay, and our next instrument is going to be this electric guitar. That works very similar to the normal guitar, except it doesn't have a sound hole, and there's no chamber in the middle. So this works when a guitar is plucked. A vibration on the string called a standing. A vibration on the string is created. It's a standing wave. With nodes that don't move and antinodes that oscillate back and forth. We know this. The vibrations translate through the neck, so through this neck, wooden neck here, translate through this neck to the bass. In a normal guitar, the vibrations would translate their oscillations or sound
into the
hole, into the box, and it amplifies because it hits around, it vibrates, and then would escape through the same hole that it entered from. And each string has different thickness, so this first string is the thickest, and it gets less and less thick as it goes up. The thickness of the strings translate to a greater vibration, a greater frequency. The less thick the string, the more it can vibrate per your normal strum. And the thicker the string, the less it vibrates, and therefore less frequency.
And also it's lower, because say we play that, like, this is the biggest one.
This is E.
It's very low, but say we play the high one, which is the smallest, it's higher.
It's a higher pitch. And to make it louder, you would just strum harder.
Or connect a speaker if you'd like.
It's louder compared to this. And our last and final. Oh, and sorry, I want to explain something. When you strum harder, it just creates a more violent vibration. It increases the amplitude because there's more force exerted on the string, which results in a louder sound. And our last and final one is the human voice. So our human voice, or our voice box or whatever, operates through our lungs and our diaphragm. We take a deep breath. Our diaphragms expand vertically, push our rib cage out of the way, our lungs can fill up with air, and when we breathe out, whatever carbon dioxide is built up in the exchange of the oxygen, which is pumped through our body, and the carbon dioxide is pulled into the lungs after we take a long breath, is then expunged through our exhale, when we exhale, it exits through our trachea up into our larynx, which is over here. We have vocal cords. They come in contact with our vocal cords. Normally, when we take a normal breath, our vocal cords are out of the way and they're fully opened. When we're trying to produce sound, the muscles in our larynx compress our vocal cords together. And when we exhale, it vibrates them through the force of the air exiting through a smaller hole. They vibrate and create sound. And to control that sound and create different pitches, our normal sound would look like ah. To control the pitch, we can use the muscles in our throat and our larynx to compress the throat ah and produce a higher pitch. Or we can to create a higher sound, we can expunge more oxygen, create greater force.
That would be lower.
No, it'd be higher. It would create a higher sound because there's more force exerted on our vocal cords, creating a louder sound because of the greater amplitude of our vibrations in our throat. And that would be to significantly louder. And the muscles that control our pitch and our sound would be the larynx muscles, our velum, which is up here in the top of the throat, back there. Velum, velum, our tongue, which is a muscle, our jaw muscles, and our larynx muscles. They all control how we create sound and how we create different notes and frequencies, and the pressure we create in our breaths and our exhale increases sound, and our compression of the muscles and contraction of our vocal cords creates frequency, or different frequencies. That will be all for our
presentation today. We'd like to thank everyone who participated, and we'd also like to thank all of you guys for watching this.
Thank you. Bye.